Archer, is everything ready?
The Shire Moot will soon begin. Will you join us, Eivor? We'd be comforted by your presence.
Yes, let's attend the Shire Moot.
Yes, I'm curious to see this
I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the devil, as I fear.
You speak well. Still, comes a time there's no threat for bitter herbs steeped in old sheep's piss.
Good evening, Alfgard.
Eivor, I hope it's not untoward of me to solicit your support, but I do need it. The vote is closer than a cat's whisker.
It's a difficult choice, Alfgard. Know that I won't make it lightly.
Good, good. But let me say unreservedly that I am the man who will lead Lincolnshire into progress and victory.
I don't doubt your convictions, Lord. Grim, good to see you again.
A hearty hello, Drenger. Seems Britain is getting quite used to the idea of Danes stalking her shores.
Where do you fall in this contest, Grim? Alfgard is a friend of yours, is he not?
He is, and a good man as well. But I cast my stone for the bishop.
The bishop? That's an odd strategy.
These Christians are easy to nudge about. So desperate they are to avoid a good fight, they'll agree to most anything a Dane says.
How are you, Lord?
Have I heard aright? That you have come to break us from our deadlock?
I have, Lord. Have you any advice before I vote?
Lord Hundbeor was a bold and honest man, if somewhat reckless. I see the same qualities in his son. Therefore, Hunwald is my man.
King Ceolwulf's attendant, aren't you?
Aye. The king sends his love and support. Whatever happens here today shall have his full blessing.
He's learning fast. Good man.
A vote for Hunwald will return the House of the Ferocious Swan to its former glory.
How fare you, Lord?
My prayers are strong, Eivor. If I am Elderman, I will bring joy to this Shire.
There's more to good leadership than merrymaking. You must be strong and stern and willing to take risks.
Of course, of course. Strength and wisdom and fortitude and all that. I shall rise above the peat moss of mediocrity. Have no fear.
That's good to hear. Bishop.
Eivor, I must thank you for your fearless participation in our moot.
I'm surprised to hear you vouch for me, Bishop.
I surprised myself, to be honest. But I felt it would be a good test of God's faith in my judgment. Under my guidance, this Shire is crawling back from a decade of lawlessness. God knows the love that lives in my heart for the people of Lincolnshire. I pray now that he guides your hand accordingly.
Quite a gambit, Bishop. Mad enough to work, it may be.
Well then, I thank you for what it's worth. God go with you.
Vote for a new alderman. Shire Moot invitation. Press E close. This letter confirms the death of Alderman Hundbeor Height, who passed with dignity and grace and whose soul now...
Maybe some the will is in the great and goddess.
Vote for a new alderman.
The other side must be barred.
Vote for a new alderman.
Three men, three possible futures.
Which of these sad puppets will dance best when you call upon them?
It's not for myself I must cast this stone, but for my clan. Who will serve us best in a time of true need?
You can never be certain where you stand in another's heart. Choose only for yourself.
All three have strengths and weaknesses.
Considering Ilfgar. Considering Hunwald. Considering...
Though tinged with arrogance, Alfgar is competent and wealthy. He'd be a good Elderman, but a faithful ally?
I cast my vote for Ilfgar. Back, considering Ilfgar.
The bishop can be stuffy and wallows in Christian piety. But he is wisest of the three, and has already proven himself.
I cast my vote for the bishop. Back, considering Ilfgar.
Hunwald is not the most cunning or clever, but he has heart and spirit. Both go a long way in times of need.
I cast my vote for Hunwald.
Lead your Shire with pride, ferocious swan.
It is decreed by this lawful Shiremoot that the Ealdorman of Lincolnshire shall be son of our dear and departed Lord Hundbjorn, Lord Hunwald of Lincolnshire.
I don't know what to say. I deeply, madly, humbly. What more can I say? I don't know. I miss my father. I'd sooner see him standing here than... Well, I will do my best. For each and every one of you.
Let us all raise our cups. A toast to our new Ealdorman. As all well know, this Shiremoot's decision is not final, but advisory. It now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our choice. To this end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend to Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the results. Our good and noble friend, Arthelswith.
A septic rot has overtaken this Shire. A sickness for which there is only one cure.
Your Grace! What is this?
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast!
For the glory of the ancients, leave none alone!
Where is he?
Order. Bishop Herefrith. Warden of Wealth. Find and assassinate the Crozier. Priost Herefrith, the Crozier. The Crozier was approached by a member of the order when he was only a young churchgoer. He found purpose in spreading their message throughout Wessex before reaching the rank of Priost, at which point he returned to his home of Lincoln's. Conversation with Oscar. Suggested, Avgot, Fug, Gorm Cage, Bishop Herefrith. Wield Mayor.
Mother of God! Another battle!
this how that guard welcomes a new elder?
Bishop, what's his endgame? This one's gone. Find those who still draw breath. Polish your ass, Hunwald. The Alderman's seat is yours. As your war council, I suggest you waste no time in catching this grief totter. He won't be far.
We should first bury our dead, no?
That choice is yours to make, Alderman.
Yes. Yes, of course. We'll bury our dead, then raise a feard.
Bag. Skills. Assassin. Emergency aim. Stealth. Plus 1.7. Ability damage. Stealth. Caretaker's journal. Press E close. At first there was a pair of them. Then half a dozen. Now I have lost count. How many?
A bold attack, and in broad daylight. The hatred that eats at...
What news, Hunwald?
We've learned that Herewrith rode for the fort at Annikastre following the massacre. I have assembled a feard there. Quite a large one, in fact. They eagerly await your orders, Eivor.
You mean your orders, Alderman?
Ah, yes, that's right. My orders. Which are what, exactly?
Who can say? Ride with me to your camp, and we'll find out together.
Herewrith was a friend of my father's and always so dear to me. I don't understand what... possessed him.
He invoked the name of an ancient order before his men attacked. I know exactly what possessed him.
Do you?
It's not a story for now.
This will send waves of disgust through all the parishes of Mercia. Herefrith is a new and ugly stain on the bishopric.
Your Christ was an interesting man, if a little soft. But stranger still, I've met so few Christians like him.
Today has been a boon, Eivor. In spite of everything, I now know my father's spirit still burns within me. It's thanks to you I know this. When songs are sung of the day Lincolnshire was saved, your name will ripple through every stanza.
Don't be hasty, Hunwald. One verse of our song remains unsung. The din of battle beckons.
You pagans in your appetite for battle. I certainly don't share it. I worry what diabolical feast the bishop has in store.
Don't let that poxy bishop worry you. With Eivor beside us, he'll be victuals before long. How has Atcha taken all this? She and Herewrith were so close.
She must feel as though the devil himself attacked her monastery. The poor lady.
We spoke briefly. Our spirits were low, but...
This time, eh? Don't want to freeze to death here.
As I was saying...
We spoke briefly. Our spirits were low.
The Beard will soon be ready for action.
Give them mead and let them rest. There's hard fighting ahead.
Our warsmith has arrived. The Feards are ready to fight.
Chieftain Abel, can we win this fight with the men you see assembled here?
If they fight with the bravery of double their number, we may.
And is there room in your Valhalla for a ferocious swan?
Of course. Let fly your glorious banner.
Are we ready then?
Let's begin the assault.
We attack now. Ready the field.
Our first task will be to breach the outer wall. Then we deal with the troops inside.
This battle will be fucking hell.
To me, holy warriors of Lincolnshire!
The best way to breach is with a battering ram. I should help it along.
find a way past that palisade. An explosion could do it. Or I could try hitting it with a springald.
challenge at last.
Stick you like a pig.
Damn these infernal bodyguards! Like demons among men!
Herefrith has gone mad.
You, point me to the bishop. No one else.
Letter from the Father, press E close, H. Find and assassinate Bishop Herefrith.
Take you!
I'll stage your welcome.
Batcher's vile and boiled ferns.
Eivor, is the bishop dead?
He bled too little and talked too much. Now he's gone.
I won't miss him. But Atcha will need some time to grieve.
You fought well, ferocious swan. Be careful in the coming weeks.
Be careful in the coming weeks. There may be others who wish you harm. Herefrid was not the only member of his order in Mercia.
I shall...
Pulls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
World. Hold left mouse button, fast travel.
Is Gunnar about, or did he leave and not mention it?
My name is Rina, and Gunnar is a good friend of mine. Asked me to run his shop while he's away.
It is good to meet you, and strange to see Gunnar away from his forge.
Well, as far as I know, he's got a very compelling and beautiful reason for his absence, so here I am.
Well, if Gunnar has faith in you, I do too.
Then I say you have fine taste. Have a look at what I've got.
Let me see your wares.
I would like to see what you have in stock.
Blacksmith. Shishi guard. Superior light shield. Hold left mouse button, enhance quality. Varen's X. Flawless bearded X. Enhanced. Shishi guard. Shishi guard. Blacksmith. Raven clan helmet. Superior helmet. Magister's cloak. Blacksmith. Raven clan bracers. Flawless bracers. Raven clan bracers. Blacksmith. Raven clan bracers. Raven clan breeches. Blacksmith. Raven clan breeches. Raven clan helmet. Blacksmith. Raven clan helmet.
You done?
Let me see your work. Exit.
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
So long.
Now, this one begins a long time ago at a desert oasis, far away, a place of peace, wonder, and a temple to a hidden god.
Oh, look at you, Chewie.
Start feast. Hosting a feast with your clan provides a long last. Hold left mouse button, start feast.
Please, calm down.
Randvi, what is this?
Another dispute, I'm afraid, with Holger stirring the pot once again. Will you set in judgment?
Judgments are the burden of a Jarl. This is Sigurd's duty now.
He refuses to leave his quarters. Right now, you are the only noble fit for this.
I don't know. It is not my place.
Please. Only until Sigurd recovers his strength.
All right. Once more. Gudrun, Holger, come forward. You will state your cases, and I will hear you out and be as swift in my judgment as I am able.
Gudrun, I will hear from you. Holger, what? Gudrun.
Gudrun, you may speak.
I have been robbed, Eivor. My property defaced. 3 days ago, I discovered some of my sailcloth missing. I scoured the settlement in search of it. Passing Holger's home, there I see it. Boldly displayed and worse, defaced, with scrolls and silly stories upon it.
Lies and slander!
Holger, quiet. You're well acquainted with the rules of this trial. Now, Gudrun, what did you do upon discovering your sailcloth?
I confronted him, demanding silver. For sil with Holger's inky scratching cannot be sold or bartered, can it? I ask only that I be paid for the property that was taken from me, yet he refuses.
So Holger took something that belonged to you and defaced it. Now you wish to be paid for the item. Do I understand?
That is right.
Gudrun, I will hear from you.
Holger, what say you in your defense?
Short days ago, I found a pile of mildew-stained detritus beneath the docks, and salvaged what I could. I wish to use it as a canvas, you see? As a conveyance for my latest works. The sailcloth was in such a state, and so obscured from view, I assumed it was refuse, abandoned goods.
I see.
My motives were honest, Eivor. Would a thief be so brazen as to display the fruits of his crime? Hardly. Yet here she claims I have robbed and defaced her property, when all I took was rubbish left by to rot.
Nonsense.
My only crime here is that I gave something ugly and decrepit a bold new life.
I see. So you feel Gudrun disposed of something and now unreasonably seeks its return?
Exactly, yes.
Gudrun, I will hear from you. I've heard it.
All right, I have heard enough.
I might have profited from that cloth. Holger has all but robbed me of a future boon.
It was garbage. Yet now it's a part of something greater. If anything, I have increased its value. You ought to thank me.
Oh, I will thank you with the back of my...
Quiet! Let me speak.
Gudrun is right.
After careful thought, it is clear that...
What is this? What are you doing?
Holger and Gudrun are at odds. I hope to find a resolution.
That duty is mine alone, Eivor. You know this. Stand aside.
You were not here, brother. Nor did I wish to bother you.
A sallow excuse for such a bold defiance. I hope you enjoyed it. Are you finished singing, my dear Skald?
My Jarl, as I was saying,
Stop! Enough! I have heard more than enough to render my judgment. For as long as I've known you, Holger, you have spun words into lies. You weaken the minds of children, and delude the minds of men. I've shown you too many years of tolerance. And rather than exist in grateful meekness as Holger the liar, you sink lower. You become Holger the thief.